Well, good evening, and welcome to the December 2019 CASNR Salute to Graduates ceremony. My name is Tiffany Hang Moss, and I have the honor of serving as Dean for the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources. To the graduates, you did it. Congratulations on achieving this important milestone in your academic program. To the families of the graduates, we also want to extend our sincere congratulations to you and offer a big thank you for all of your support. We know that today is a very special day for you also, so we're so pleased that you could be here to join us. At this time, we'd like to recognize the families of our graduates. If our families could please stand, that would be great. So it's not only a very special time for our graduates and their families, but also for the faculty and the staff in our college. We have had the distinct pleasure of getting to know this amazing group of students. We've been able to help them discover their unique talents and strengths and witness firsthand their development as professionals and leaders. As you will hear today, when our graduates are recognized, this is a group that has diverse career interests. Their interests range from food systems to natural resources and environmental studies, to animal and plant systems, to economics, agribusiness, entrepreneurship, to microbiology and biochemistry, to mechanization and engineering, to agricultural education, leadership, communication, and PGA golf management. As diverse as their career interests, so are the experiences that they have had while they have been here at the University of Nebraska. Some of our graduates have traveled to another part of the world to extend their education beyond Nebraska. Some have participated in our campus-based research, and some can even be Googled as an author on a scholarly publication. And still others have donated their time and talent to community engagement. Our graduates have also had internships and experiential learning that have prepared them to be career ready. Despite these differences, all of our graduates have at least one common element, and that is that their degree programs are grounded in the sciences and the application of their science to solve problems and to create opportunities. So as you will hear, this is truly an amazing group, and we are so very proud of them. At this time, I'd like to invite Jessica Weeder to the podium. Jessica serves as our president for the CASNR Student Advisory Board.
Good afternoon and happy graduation. On behalf of the CASNR Student Advisory Board, I am excited to welcome all of you to our Salute to Graduates ceremony. All of these students have worked so hard to be here today, and I am honored to be part of your day. The CASNR Advisory Board and community are very proud of each of you. Our graduates deserve an immense amount of recognition. However, we have two additional awards to present today. Today, we have the honor of recognizing two graduates as recipients of the December 2019 CASNR Spirit Award. The CASNR Spirit Award was established to pay tribute to each graduating class by honoring a CASNR student or students that embody the value, ethics, and integrity of a CASNR degree. Our graduating CASNR students are optimistic and self-confident with a strong sense of their role and responsibility as global citizens. They are servant leaders with a strong commitment to serving their community. They are dreamers, doers, and difference makers who will go on to make our world a better place for generations to come. Our first recipient of the CASNR Spirit Award is Mia Liang. Mia, would you please join me on stage? Mia's nominators wrote this about her. Mia embodies the CASNR spirit through her grit, perseverance, and aspirations. She came to UNL from Vietnam, and regardless of the challenges she has faced, Mia has maintained her focus on returning to Vietnam with what she has learned to improve food safety and security. During her time at UNL, she has made a continued effort to study with other students and support her colleagues in their education. Mia is poised to carry CASNR to the world. Mia is also being recognized as a UNL Chancellor Scholar, maintaining a 4.0 GPA on all collegiate work at UNL in Nebraska. Please help me in congratulating her. Our second recipient of the CASNR Spirit Award is Micah Most. Micah, would you please join us on stage? Micah's nominators wrote this about him. Micah has played a critical role in creating an inclusive college environment to welcome students from all walks of life. As a model for academic success and integrity, his natural ability to encourage those around him results in a positive atmosphere for all students, staff, and faculty. Micah has served in a number of leadership positions during his time at CASNR, including the CASNR Coffee Club. With Micah's leadership, the club has doubled attendance, allowing students, faculty, and administration from every degree program an opportunity to interact and to get to know each other and become better connected. Micah is humble and will be the first to attribute his success to the CASNR community. He is a servant leader and a constant champion for others. Through his actions, Micah exemplifies what it means to be a CASNR student. Micah is graduating from UNL tomorrow with the highest distinction. Please help me in congratulating him. Mia and Michael will have an inscribed brick placed in the Legacy Courtyard to honor them and pay tribute to our December graduating class. Having a brick as part of the Legacy Courtyard is a wonderful way to leave a permanent legacy on East Campus. I would now like to turn the podium back over to Dean Tiffany Hangmoss.
Thank you, Jessica. It's now my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Michael Boehm. Dr. Boehm serves as Vice President for Agriculture and Natural Resources at the University of Nebraska, as well as the INR Harlan Vice Chancellor.
Well, thanks, Tiffany, and congratulations to all the parents and friends, and mostly to the graduates who are queued up in a room right next door and watching, and they'll be out here shortly. It's a distinct pleasure to be here. This is a special class for me. I started literally in this role 3 years ago, starting in January 1st, and this was the group of students who were rising sophomores who showed me the ropes. And we kind of grew up, and I really appreciate this group. They're an amazing group of students, as you'll hear. At the Institute of Agriculture and Natural Resources, we really are about thinking about the growing world, the production of food, fuel, feed, and fiber for that growing world, and producing that food in a way where we're cognizant of the stewardship, the shepherding of our natural resources, our water, our air, and our soils. And perhaps most importantly, the people who produce that food. The rural communities and the understanding of the interdependency here in this great state of Nebraska, whether you live in Valentine or Falls City or Scottsbluff or Lincoln, Nebraska, that codependency. It's a privilege to be here with you. So now let's recognize our CASNR December 2019 graduates. As each graduate is introduced, they will be congratulated by Dean Tiffany Hangmoss, Bryce Duskett, come on up, Bryce, who is a CASNR alum, and you'll hear from Bryce a little bit later. His voice is recognizable as a member of the KRVN Rural Radio Network host, and we'll go along. So we'll begin with those students that will be graduating with a degree from the Department of Agricultural Economics. Dr. Jay Parsons, Associate Professor, Agricultural Economics, will be representing this area. I ask that you please hold your applause until all of the students from each of the academic units have been recognized.
Farah Al-Razi is from Muscat, Oman, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Natural Resource and Environmental Economics. Farah plans to join the Oman Food Investment Holding Company and be part of the team that boosts Oman's food security and economic diversification. Farah's greatest accomplishment was mentoring high school scholars through the Nebraska College Preparatory Academy. Heather Bentley is from Miller, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Agricultural Economics. Heather plans to be an assistant for Senator Susan Geist and attend graduate school. Her greatest accomplishment was serving as a teaching assistant for Dr. Fabio Matos. Nathan Schote is from Plainsview, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Agriculture Economics. Nathan plans to work for the Farm Credit Service of America. His greatest accomplishment was placing second at the 2019 National Agri-Marketing Association Student Marketing Contest. Jeffrey Katz is from Springfield, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Agriculture Economics. Jeffrey plans to work for the Balance Forward as a merchandiser. His greatest accomplishment was helping marketing club. Abigail Ray is from Arlington, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in agribusiness. Abigail plans to find employment near her hometown and help support her family. Abigail's favorite educational experience was traveling abroad and joining fun co-curricular activities. Congratulations to all the graduating with a degree in Agriculture Economics.
Next, we'll recognize students that will be graduating with degrees from the Department of Agricultural Leadership, Education, and Communication. Dr. Mark Balschweid, head of the department, will be representing this area.
Paige Bruns is from Springfield, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Hospitality, Restaurant, and Tourism Management. After graduation, Paige plans to become a full-time fellowship of Catholic University Students missionary on a college campus and become an aunt. Paige's favorite educational experience were studying abroad in Ireland and the United Kingdom, as well as graduating debt-free a semester early. Megan Cohn is from Platte Center, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Agriculture Education. Megan plans to attend graduate school at UNL to get a master's degree in Leadership and Education. Megan's great educational experience while in college was getting the opportunity to study abroad in New Zealand. Ben Douche is from Elba, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Agriculture Education. Ben plans to move to Montana to work in exterior construction management. His greatest accomplishment was finding his true potential. Natalie Jones from Stapleton, Nebraska, is from Stapleton, Nebraska, and receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Agricultural Environmental Sciences Communication. After graduation, Natalie will begin her career as a media specialist with the Institute of Agricultural Natural Resources Communications. Natalie's greatest educational experience was serving as a producer communications intern with Certified Angus Beef, LLC. Vanessa Knutson is from Palmyra, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Agriculture Education. Vanessa will be a teacher in agriculture at Dundee County Stratton High School. Her greatest accomplishment in college was graduating with a teaching position and making friends. Kadrian Livingston is from Orchard, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Agricultural and Environmental Sciences Communications. Kadrian plans to work for Gallagher Insurance during national risk control for their clients, including safety in the workplace. Kadrian's greatest accomplishment was publishing an article called "So God Made a Rancher's Daughter." That got over 15,000 reads and shares her freshman year. Montana Lovett is from Bladen, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Agriculture Education. After graduation, Montana plans to work with youth in development. Her greatest experience was transferring to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, where she met and worked with some great individuals. Katie Nolis is from Bassett, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Agriculture Education. She plans to attain a position as an agriculture education teacher and FFA advisor at rural Nebraska High School and work on her family's ranch. Her greatest accomplishment was balancing school while serving as a National Heifer Queen and FFA state officer and competing on the university livestock judging team. Mary Paul is from Laka, Minnesota, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Agriculture Education. She plans to work at an organic vegetable farm in southern Minnesota. Mary's greatest educational experience was studying abroad in Australia. Sheridan Swotek is from Lincoln, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Agriculture Education. After graduation, Sheridan will be a long-term substitute teacher at Gordon Rushville High School while applying and interviewing for her future career. Sheridan's greatest educational opportunities include her time as an officer and a member of the Block and Bridle because she developed her professionalism, personal interest in the animal science industry. We would like to congratulate the Agricultural Leadership, Education, and Communications class of 2019.
We will next recognize students that will be graduating with degrees from the Department of Agronomy and Horticulture. Dr. Martha Mamo, department head, will be joining the group here to congratulate these graduates.
Trevor Halstead is from Arnold, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in agronomy. He will start his career as a grain merchandiser for Gavilan. Trevor's greatest experience was taking advantage of networking that led to countless opportunities for his future. Jacob Krings is from Albion, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in agronomy. He plans to work as a member of the NK seed sales team in eastern Nebraska. Jacob's most memorable educational experience was helping with agriculture education events for students and members of the community through the agronomy club. Mila Wong is from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in horticulture. She is attending graduate school here at UNL. Mila's greatest educational experience was elevating her curiosity and inspired her to seek greater knowledge. Patrick Murphy is from Lincoln, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in horticulture. He plans to pursue employment in the field of horticulture and landscape architecture. Patrick's greatest educational experience was his internship with the Nebraska State Arboretum, where he worked with many Nebraska communities. Jathan Scheidler is from Scotia, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in agronomy. Jathan plans to work for Country Partners Co-op in North Loop, Nebraska. His greatest educational experience was studying abroad in Argentina. Jacob Slope is from Seward, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in agronomy. Jacob plans to work for Aurora Cooperative as a sales agronomist in York, Nebraska. He enjoyed the experiences and challenges of taking a whole host of different classes that ultimately allowed him to think more critically. Congratulations to Agronomy and Horticulture class of 2019.
Very nice. Thanks, Martha. Our next degree program will recognize those students graduating with a degree in animal science. Dr. Clint Crable, head of the department, will be representing this program area.
Cassie Alberico is from Blair, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in animal science. Cassie plans to seek employment and apply for graduate school. Her favorite experience was finding an amazing network of people who believe in her and push her to better herself. Nathan Brock is from West Point, Nebraska, and is receiving a bachelor's degree in animal science. Nathan plans to work for a local cooperative and his family's farm. Nathan is proud of making the dean's list. Zachary Cowup is from West Point, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in animal science. He'll be working at the Central Plains Milling. His greatest educational experience was having an on-campus job in ruminant nutrition because it allowed him to learn and apply his knowledge. Brittany Mark is from Bentonville, Wisconsin, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in animal science. After graduation, she plans to pursue a career in agriculture focusing on beef and equine industries. Brittany's greatest accomplishment was receiving a Rookie of the Year for the University of Nebraska-Lincoln Rodeo Association. Micah Most is from Ogallala, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in animal science. He plans to continue his education in pursuit of a career in extension or academia by attending graduate school in animal science. Micah's greatest accomplishment is the submission of his honors thesis, in addition to relationships and memories he made along the way. Jesselyn Sayers is from Clarkson, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in animal science. After graduation, she plans to be employed in the livestock production. Jesselyn's greatest accomplishment can be found by looking back at all of the small dreams she achieved. Congratulations to the students receiving a degree in animal science.
Congratulations, Clint. Yeah, absolutely. Next, we'll recognize students receiving a degree in applied science. Dr. Tiffany Hang Moss, Dean of the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, will be representing this area.
Amanda Vaughn is from Glenwood, Iowa, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in Applied Science. Amanda plans to find a career that she enjoys. Her favorite educational experience was studying abroad in Italy. Congratulations to Applied Science class of 2019.
We'll now recognize a graduate in biochemistry. Dr. Tiffany Hang Moss will be representing this area.
Trang Huang is from Lincoln, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in biochemistry. Trang is currently seeking employment and taking a gap year. Trang studied abroad in South Korea for a semester with a Gilman Scholarship. Amir Khorsandi is from Lincoln, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry. Amir is currently attending medical school. His greatest accomplishment was believing in himself and making it into medical school. Congratulations to all the students receiving a degree in biochemistry.
Congratulations. Yeah, absolutely. Every once in a while, they like to twist the Vice Chancellor around. So our next students will be from the Department of Biological Systems Engineering. Dr. David Jones is head of the department and will be representing this area.
Roy Adams is from Mitchell, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanized Systems Management. After graduation, he plans to begin employment with Lindsay Corporation as a Global Technical Support Engineer. Roy's greatest educational experience include opportunities allowing him to grow his personality, career, network, and future. Drake Batanker is from Hupper, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanized Systems Management. He plans to work at Cargill as an Operation Management Associate. His greatest educational experience was his internship with Cargill. Jordan Fulner is from Windsor, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanized Systems Management. Jordan plans to work on the family farm. His greatest accomplishment was graduating in 3.5 years and passing all of his classes. Jake Johnson is from Potter, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanized Systems Management. He plans to be an ag equipment salesman at 21st Century Equipment in Bridgeport, Nebraska, while farming. Jake enjoyed meeting people and making connections that will last a lifetime. Congratulations to the Biological Systems Engineering class of 2019.
Congratulations. You betcha. Next, we will recognize the PGA Golf Management graduates. Dan Huseman, Director, will be representing this area.
Stephen Lundy is from Roscoe, Illinois, and is receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree in PGA Golf Management. He plans to work at Westfield Golf Club in Clifton, Virginia. Stephen's greatest accomplishment was passing his playing ability test. Daniel Palmer is from Excelsior, Minnesota, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in PGA Golf Management. After graduation, Daniel will be working in the Nebraska section of the PGA. Daniel's greatest educational experience was studying abroad in Scotland during the summer of 2018. Sam Sheridan is from Omaha, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in PGA Golf Management. Sam plans to be an assistant golf professional in Phoenix, Arizona. His greatest educational experience was interning abroad in London. Congratulations to the PGA Golf Management class of 2019.
Congratulations, Dan. Yeah, thanks, sir. Next, we will be recognizing students with degrees from the School of Natural Resources. Dr. John Carroll, Director for the school, will be representing this degree program.
Michael Darling is from Hastings, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental Restoration Science. Michael plans to seek employment at the Natural Resource Conservation Service. Michael's greatest educational experience was taking an Alaskan soil summers field course. Nicole Strand is from Juanita, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Fisheries, Wildlife, and Grassland Ecology and Management. She plans to work as a soil conservationist with the USDA Natural Resource Conservation Service. Nicole's greatest accomplishment was being a member of the third best soil judging team in the nation. Morgan Worth Murray is from La Vista, Nebraska, and is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Water Science. Morgan plans to work in the environmental law field to encourage sustainability within companies and the community. Her favorite experience was studying abroad in Athens, Greece, where she took various environmental law classes and learned a new global perspective. Congratulations and job well done to the School of Natural Resource graduates.
Well, I'll take a quick moment of privilege. If all the students, all of our graduates here today, and the representatives from the departments, would you please stand? They're all right there behind us. What an amazing group of students. Congratulations. It's now my honor to turn the podium over to Bryce Duskett, a CASNR alum.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. As mentioned, my name is Bryce Duskett, a proud CASNR alum. Before I begin, we just recognize the students, but at this time, I'd like to recognize all CASNR alumni who are joining us today. So, CASNR alum, please stand at this time. On behalf of the CASNR Alumni Association, I would like to congratulate and welcome each of our graduates into the CASNR alumni family. It is our pleasure to honor and celebrate your accomplishments on this day. The mission of the CASNR Alumni Association is quite simple. It's to cultivate and enhance the CASNR network, which includes the alumni and their families, prospective and current students, and of course, our friends and supporters of the college. The Alumni Association has sponsored several events throughout the year to help promote this mission. Helping recognize each of our graduates today is just one of those activities that I am proud to be part of. The CASNR Alumni Association also raises and provides scholarship funding for college students. I'm extremely proud to announce that this organization has contributed over $76,000 in scholarships to college students. Commencement signifies the beginning of lifelong learning. There's no better way to stay engaged and remain current in your chosen discipline than by networking through the college's Alumni Association. It is our hope that you will stay connected, as that is the best way to add value to the investment each of you have made in your education as well as your future. Again, from your CASNR Alumni Association, we say congratulations. You are well prepared for the challenges as well as the adventures that are ahead of you, and we wish you nothing but the best with your future endeavors.
Well, thank you, Bryce. I think that we would all agree that as a society, we will face some challenges in the years to come, including the grand challenges of feeding a growing population while preserving our natural resources for future generations, addressing climate change, finding cures to human disease, just to name a few. Some are uncertain and discouraged about the future, and that is because they're uncertain about how we will deal with these challenges. I, on the other hand, I'm optimistic about the future, and that is because I'm betting on our graduates. I'm betting on them to be the problem solvers, the innovators, and the difference makers who will go on to create solutions to these grand challenges, as well as the innovations that their generation will create that will make our world a better place for all. So to the graduates, do you feel as though I've just placed the weight of the world on your shoulders? Yeah? Well, accept my compliment, embrace this challenge, because I can guarantee you as a CASNR graduate, you are ready to be a difference maker. It's also reassuring to know that the land grant system, which created the University of Nebraska 150 years ago, is still very relevant to our youth, to our state, and to our world. So again, congratulations to the graduates. A special thank you again to the family and friends of the graduates for your continuous support. And as a fellow graduate of this college, I want to be among the first to congratulate our new graduates and welcome them to the CASNR alumni. Thank you. So before concluding our celebration today, we do have a few announcements and thank yous. First, thank you to Hannah Gable. Hannah is owner of HG Images, and she is a CASNR alum. She's been taking photos today of our graduates, and the photos, the individual ones as well as the group photos, will be made available after January 20th on the CASNR website. This event would not be possible without the contributions of many, including the Vice Chancellor's Office and the CASNR Alumni Association, Meg Kester, Director of Alumni Engagement, the Nebraska Innovation Campus Conference Center team, and the INR Media team. Our MC for this event, Stephen Hara. And Stephen, would you just stand because you're behind and people haven't got the chance to see you. Sue Ellen Pegg, Julie Obermeyer, and the other amazing team members of the CASNR Dean's Office, the CASNR student ambassadors that have been here today helping to greet all of you and to make sure that your experience has been wonderful, as well as our unit leaders, our faculty, and our staff in INR. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Finally, you are all invited to tomorrow's senior send-off event. We hope that you can join us in the club lounge at the Pinnacle Bank Arena from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. for coffee and rolls. So again, congratulations to the graduates and enjoy the commencement experience. Thank you.